And we're live. I've been hanging on to a topic for after Bruce leaves. This weekend we had our $50 Patreon hangout.
Woo!
That's
a good one.
Wildest ever?
Wildest ever. All right. If y'all want in on this, it's $50 a month, which I know may sound silly. It's worth it. If I were on the outside looking in, I'd plunk that money right the fuck down. We had a ball, right? We hung out we were in there for 4 or 5 hours or something like that. And there's so many $50 Patreons now. We do a couple of different groups where they get like 2 hours each. And man, I don't even know if we should say what happened.
I think you should.
We probably shouldn't.
No, you totally should. And work with me on this. Go ahead. What happened?
There was some activities from some of the members. They were doing some things, and
it's okay. Lay it out. I promise. Work with me on this. I know something you don't.
Oh, was that fake cocaine?
Dude comes out with like a pound of cocaine, right? Or how much did
3
it weigh?
ounces.
Really? I was way off. Was it 3 ounces? And he's snorting it on the show, and he's visibly high, right? Like he wasn't carrying on a conversation properly, and he snorted it without a straw at one point. He just put his nose in it, rubbed it along one of the lines, and he pops up and his nose is all like dusted and stuff. And it was hilarious. And then there was a baby involved.
I didn't want to talk about the baby.
We're like, the fuck? There's a child here? And I'm like, I'm honestly feeling bad. Like, this is a child protection.
Oh, Woody was not pleased. I was laughing. I was crying. I was laughing so hard I was crying. And I looked over at Woody through tears, and he's just like, I don't like that there's a baby here in the cocaine house.
Yeah.
Well, it's because it was the back thing on a phone, and so he's holding it in a couch or a bed by himself, showing, and then like the remnant of powder around his nasal cavities, and then he just tilts it down, and there's a kid leaning on him. And Kyle,
very small child.
It is one of the hardest I've seen Kyle laugh in my entire life. Like to the point he was hyperventilating over it.
I was like,
awesome.
Like I really felt like I was supposed to do something. I'm
the adult here.
And I'm like, did he even put the coke away? Is the coke, because he put like 7 lines, snorted maybe 3 of them with his nose straight up on the table. And then I'm like, well, it seems like there's still 4 lines left on the desk. And now he's watching the kid with the coke still out. The kid's adorable. And I'm just like, the fuck?
Kid's real hyped up, too.
Yeah, energetic little kid. You know,
bouncing around.
Right?
All that dehydrated milk he was shoving up his nose.
And there was some legal drug use, too. Guys had their cards. You know, in some states, weed is legal now. But he was an Olympic level consumer there. So he got like, it was an edible of some sort, right? He drank the THC.
That was a different guy. So
yeah.
Another guy.
I mixed the guy. I didn't know.
There's another guy who pulls out this bottle of like THC. And it's liquid. And it's 1,000 milligrams. Like the whole bottle is 1,000 milligrams, and it looks like one of those sort of light red, clear plastic cough syrup bottles, like prescription cough syrup bottles. And I start peer pressuring him. Of course, he drinks like a quarter of it, which is a massive dose for the uninitiated. 250 milligrams. That's Scary Town. That's a one-way ticket to Scary Town.
It'll ruin your day.
And it'll ruin your day. And I'm just like, come on, at least drink half. And he all right, Kyle. He drinks half. And I'm like, come on, you're this far in. Come on, pussy. Drink a little more, just one more sip. And he's just like, I don't know, man. I probably should. Come on, don't be a bitch. And he gets another sip. And now he's drank 3/4 of this bottle. He's at least 700 milligrams of THC.
And I'll say this is over the course of 35, 40 seconds. And it just started with him holding it up, Kyle going, drink it. And he goes, no. And Kyle goes, just half. And then he drinks half. And then he holds it up again. And Kyle goes, what's another half of the half? Like Seinfeld style. And then he drank another half of the half. And you're like, now you might as well just polish it off. Right? I don't think he took any more after that. But it was 750 milligrams of pot.
So,
And I was just like, there's a ticking clock, boys. We got an hour and a half until he's going to fuck town. And sure enough, about 2 hours after he drank that, you could he was just,
yeah,
man, I got shit to do today. He was like,
Saying,
I'm glad my kids aren't with me today. And I was like, you've got kids? What the fuck? I thought you were like 17 in your parents' basement or something. You got kids? Yeah, man. I got kids.
So here's what
Dude,
happens.
he was high until yesterday.
It's like, I don't know, where we've been hanging out for like 4.5 hours at this point or so. And I excuse myself to go to the bathroom. I come back. It's me and like 3 other people. Everyone left the hangout. And they come back and it's my empty chair and those guys. And one of the guys is cokehead. And he's like, Woody, this is just for you. I've been planning this prank for months now, hanging and waiting to join the Patreon. And he shows me it's D-aspartic acid, this natural testosterone booster that he's been pretending was cocaine the whole time.
Good.
He's snorting this.
Yeah, thank God.
Dude, he did I don't know what a coke high is like, but I thought he was nailing it as far as I knew. Like he didn't talk very much. He was kind of up on it. He laughed easily, but like
Usually you talk 24/7. If someone's
I think he may have been covering himself because he made himself out to be a cocaine dealer, and a cocaine dealer would use that product you just mentioned to cut their cocaine and up their profits.
Oh, I didn't think about that. I didn't even know that.
And like he even mentioned like the way he would like put it into straws and melt the ends so that he had like these 1 gram like amounts of it. Maybe he had sobered up. I don't know. I hope that wasn't cocaine. I
bought it hook, line, and sinker both times. I was like, you completely had me fooled. I thought for sure it was coke. And then afterwards, he was completely fine. He didn't seem high anymore. And he showed me the D-aspartic acid that he had, and then that's what it was. And it was a prank that he had like planned for some time now. Like he came into the Patreon hangout with the idea that he was going to fool us all.
Good.
He did fool us. I bought in hook, line, and sinker. He fooled me. Mm-hmm. I remember we were 4 hours in or whatever, then 4.5 hours in, and we're like, we're just going to keep going until we see Mr. 750 grams of THC start to behave oddly. And he got so high so fast. He wasn't able to look out, and he kept saying like, I'll be fine. I'm going to barbecue. And we were like, dude, your day plan, you don't have plans until Wednesday morning, my friend. Like this is your life now. This is what you're going to be doing. Like you're not barbecue. I guarantee he didn't make it to the barbecue that day.
He did not. He burnt everything.
He woke up high Monday. He woke up high Tuesday.
No, you're exaggerating, right?
He definitely woke up high Monday.
Yeah, he definitely woke up high Monday, and he was probably stupid high all day Monday. And
he would have felt like shit.
Weird.
Monday.
Probably felt weird on Tuesday. Like
that's so much. I don't even know what happens. I've never done more than like, well, I don't know. I've eaten homemade brownies, and God knows what I was dosing myself with in those instances. It could have been anywhere from 100 to 300 or something, because I was just mixing an ounce with a pan of brownies. 500,
right? Am I wrong?
750 of liquid, like pharmaceutical grade THC,
high quality stuff, quick release, digesting fast, hitting them all at the same time.
Yeah,
I would have had to leave the call and just like go lay in bed and try not to panic.
I would have been so scared. Like that's a frightening dose. Like
I would have made myself vomit.
I would have had a capful and put it away.
That would have been plenty for you. Like the dose that like when I was smoking a lot and we'd go to Colorado, I'd usually take like between 50 and 70 milligrams to like get good and high. And he did 10 times that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's so much. I was saying like that's
so
like,
much.
That's like going to somebody's barbecue and having
2 cases of beer,
70 beers.
Yeah, it's like drinking 2 cases of beer in like a 3-hour period by your fucking self.
Yeah, I gotta go cook at another barbecue.
Yeah, exactly. I better polish. I gotta finish these off. My kids are waiting on me.
There's 2 girls in the Patreon hangout. One is there because she's a fan of the show, and she just sort of watches the whole time. The other was there with her boyfriend, and like she just, like, sweetheart, I don't think you belong here.
I was like, she's wondering what the fuck's going on here, and he pulls his microphone over to her, and she's like, I just told him, I was like, you pay for this, huh? I just like seeing what he does with his money.
Well, no dinner this week, huh? No date night. You gotta hang out with your retard friends.
This is why we're not going to the movies, right? This?
No, that's COVID.
He's
Movies 2 hours.
With a child.
Hangouts at least 2.
Yeah, we have a fucking ball. I look forward to the Hangouts every fucking month. So
always funny. Yeah.
So yeah, if you join up for the $50 patron, you get to join us in the Hangout. You get all of the things that come from the lower levels of that. You get access to the Patreon, the $50 patron Discord. I'm usually in there. I wouldn't say usually, but a couple nights a week I go in there and I stream some games with them, and we all play games together. We usually try to pick games that will accommodate 10 or 15 people. We've got a Rust server that one of the guys was nice enough to host at his own expense at his house that we played on a little bit last week. But have a lot of fun in there. It's a good time.
Yeah, absolutely.